Okay, we're 20 seconds in the fourth and final quarter. This is the last hurrah for Great Taste. They're down by only 5 points. Vito Horencio has it on the San Miguel side of the floor. Ituri goes to Reyes, who's open. Too late for Kennedy to stop him. 90-83. Well, we can talk about phases all night. Well, just for formality's sake, we'd like to read this plug. There's one place where you can unwind, and that's phases. The disco that is more than just a disco. Anything more to add, Mr. Filio?
Well, if you want to see Joe Cantada, then you go to Phases. Once in a while.
I resent that. That's why I deeply resent that.
That's why we're filled up every night, Joe, because you're there.
1985, yes, of course. I'm the favorite bartender out there.
Well, at least you know
my ambition.
At least you know your job, Joe.
Well, you've got a very pretty bartender who works with me out there. What's her name?
Maureen.
Maureen, yes.
Ampy's there too, yeah.
Ampy's
You know,
there,
they all look good, Joe. Except you now. I mean,
Not half as good as you would look in that kind of a skirt. Parks is on the line. Yes.
No, definitely. You people out there, you know, every time I go with Joe, the place really gets filled up. No, that's true, Joe. A lot of people want to see you. I don't know why.
Well, I tell you what, the place gets filled up with my creditors who are running after me to pay my bills.
Okay, I'm going to ban you from the club.
7-point lead now for San Miguel Beer, 92-85. Two team fouls for Great Days against only one for the Beer men. 10:39 to go in this ball game. I'm sure the Great Taste group is looking forward to a very, very long and happy holiday season.
That's what Tanduay has right now. Really long.
I can't even remember the last time I saw them play here at the Old Trafford. 94-85. Well, I hope the Panduay rum makers can stand a little ribbing, but I'm sure they'll be back with a vengeance next year. Carpio, I thought he was in too deep, but he managed to squeeze himself into firing range anyway.
Right. A lot of fast break points again for San Miguel Beer, and they have a 7-point lead.
Frontal to the basket by Pito Horencio. Score unchanged, 94-87. Still a 7-point lead for the Beer men. Alan Kedic goes to Carpio, the pump fake, the drive. Artonici Turi was partially responsible for that miss. And here is Pito Horencio. You know, Pito is playing like he was running out of playing time.
Like he was on fire, yes. I noticed that, Joe. Holy cow.
Well, you know, when you don't get to play that much, whenever you're tapped to play, boy, you want to squeeze all of 48 minutes into about 5 minutes of action. 96-87, 9-point lead now for San Miguel Beer. Double team clamped on Kennedy. Kaidig went past the gauntlet. He gets it right back. Made it on the second crack. We're looking forward to a very bruising encounter between Hill's brothers and Shell Asacor tonight. These two runners-up to San Miguel Beer in the present team standings will definitely part ways before the evening is over. One will have to be relegated to third place.
Right. That big stand actually for Hill's Brothers Coffee. They have to win in tonight's encounter. No, excuse me. I'll take that back, Joe. Okay, I know you gave me that look.
That was a very quizzical look. No, that wouldn't wipe out their chances. It would certainly dim their chances. Yes. Albiel Mario will do the honors from the left sideline. Tito Horencio against Bernie Fabiosa. Here's Kennedy. Oh, that was a big bang-up jump there between him and Abe King, with Abe picking up the foul, but getting the raw end of that deal.
Well, if you want to see Joe Cantada, then you go to Phases. Once in a while.
I resent that.
That's why
I deeply resent that.
That's why we're filled up every night, Joe, because you're there.
1985, yes, of course. I'm the favorite bartender out there.
Well, at least you know
my ambition.
At least you know your job, Joe.
Well, you've got a very pretty bartender who works with me out there. What's her name?
Maureen.
Maureen, yes.
Ampy's there too, yeah.
Ampy's
You know,
there
they all look good, Joe. Except you now. I mean,
Not half as good as you would look in that kind of a skirt. Parks is on the line. Yes.
No, definitely. You people out there, you know, every time I go with Joe, the place really gets filled up. No, that's true, Joe. A lot of people want to see you. I don't know why.
Well, I tell you what, the place gets filled up with my creditors who are running after me to pay my bills.
Okay, I'm gonna ban you from the club.
7-point lead now for San Miguel Beer, 92-85. Two-team fall for Great Days against only one for the Beer men. 10:39 to go in this ball game. I'm sure the Great Taste group is looking forward to a very, very long and happy holiday season.
That's what Tanduay has right now. Really long.
I can't even remember the last time I saw them play here at the Old Trafford. 94-85. Well, I hope the Tanduay rum makers can stand a little ribbing, but I'm sure they'll be back with a vengeance next year. Carpio, I thought he was in too deep, but he managed to squeeze himself into firing range anyway.
Right. A lot of fast break points again for San Miguel Beer, and they have a 7-point lead.
Frontalas to the basket by Pito Horencio. Score unchanged, 94-87. Still a 7-point lead for the Beer men. Alan Cadic goes to Carpio, the pump fake, to drive. Tonichi Ituri was partially responsible for that miss. And here's Pito Horencio. You know, Pito is playing like he was running out of playing time.
Like he was on fire, yes. I noticed that, Joe. Holy cows.
Well, you know, when you don't get to play that much, whenever you're tapped to play, boy, you want to squeeze all of 48 minutes into about 5 minutes of action. 96-87, 9-point lead now for San Miguel Beer. Double team clamped on Kennedy. Kaidig went past the gauntlet. He gets it right back. Made it on the second crack. We're looking forward to a very bruising encounter between Hills Brothers and Shell Asacor tonight. These two runners-up to San Miguel Beer in the present team standings will definitely part ways before the evening is over. One will have to be relegated to third place.
Right. Last ditch stand actually for Hills Brothers Coffee. They have to win in tonight's encounter. No, excuse me. I'll take that back, Joe. Okay, I know you gave me that look.
That was a very quizzical look. No, that wouldn't wipe out their chances.
No,
It would certainly dim their chances. Yes. Alfie Mario will do the honors from the left sideline. Pito Horencio against Bernie Fabiosa. Here's Kennedy. Oh, that was a big bang-up jump there between him and Abe King, with Abe picking up the foul, but getting the raw end of that deal.
Right, but Bobby Park slid somewhat actually. We've got a timeout. We'll be back. Even if it's not, even if it is a no-bearing game, the San Miguel team is a very efficient team down there. You can see that Norman Black probably talked to them dugout. No injuries, but do your job.
Well, the last thing Norman Black would do is risk unnecessary injuries, especially to his key players.
Definitely, Joe.
Kaidik against Elmer Reyes.
And one thing nice about San Miguel is that they've been healthy. All players, huh? No injuries in that team.
I think their youth have something to do with it. Mr. Trillo, at our age, you know, we become very injury prone.
Speak for yourself, Joe. No, I agree. I agree. That's why gotta exercise more, Joe.
15 to go. Bobby Park. To give you a measure of the intensity of this young man, playing with attention by singing happy 101-89, and we have a timeout. 101-91, 10-point lead for San Miguel Beers, 6:51 to go in the ball game. Hey, look at this. Full court press by the Great Taste Instant Milkmen. Looks like they have their heart set on going out with a big bang.
Last ditch stand.
Elmer Reyes against Alan Kaidik. Elmer making his move, gets banged by Alan Kaidik, but he escapes Alan magnificently, and Kennedy too.
Yes, 360-degree turn by Elmer Reyes.
3-point shot, Alan Kaidik. Oh. But that's the way to do it. Once you've lost your touch, you have to keep trying and trying and trying. Oh, he'll have all of about 3 or 4 months to find his rifle again. I'm talking about next season, which will probably start in March.
Right. Bernard Fabiosa had to give up that foul because Pito Horencio was on his way to the basket.
You know, it's really lucky that Alan Kaidik was able to pick up a lot of statistical points just before he suffered that injury. And that is enough, actually, to win him the Rookie of the Year award. He might also make it to the Mythical Five.
Mythical 5, but since they're not going to get any games anymore, Joe, that might put him down.
You're absolutely right. A lot of others will probably overtake him. 105 to 93, 12-point lead for San Miguel Beer. Kennedy wants to humiliate Bobby Parks, and the whole thing backfired on him. Arnie Torres, top of the key. Allen snaps it up. Okay, see? That's what I mean. At first, you don't succeed, you just keep trying. 105 to 95. Here's Tonichi Ituri. And this is one guy who's probably going to see a lot of action in the championship playoffs. Fido Harencio.
He's moving very smoothly. Good basketball sense, Fido Harencio. There he goes.
Oh, look at him. Displaying his heisting skills, too. Goes now to Alfie Almario. It's a 3-on-2 break. Elmer Reyes got intimidated somewhat by Arnie Tuandes. Finally decides to put it into the hoop. 109 to 95. I don't recall a single year in the past, during the period that we had been covering the PBA games, where we saw so many ironies than in the 1987 season. Like, picture this. Tanduay Ram wins the first conference, and then they go into such a deep slump that they were the first to go into exile in the second conference, a feat which they duplicated in the third conference. Now, on the other hand, Great Taste figured in the championship playoffs in the first conference. They went on to win the championship in the second conference, and now they are out in the cold.
That's very true, Joe. You know, both, I mean, any team really can win the championship now in the PBA. Very balanced teams we have, and you've got to credit the PBA members for that.
Incidentally, I've already unraveled the puzzle that is November 28th. It is Waki Trillo's birthday. Wow. A day of infamy. 111 to 97. A dark day in the history of the world when a person named Waki Trillo was born.
Hey, that's one day after Nino's birthday, you know?
You're talking of yourself in the same breath as Nino.
No, just saying.
We'll be back. With only 4 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in the ball game, it looks like a very safe lead here for San Miguel Beer. They're ahead by 14 points. Reyes has a chance to make it 15, and that's exactly what he did. Bernie Fabiosa brings it downtown for the Blue Shirts of Great Taste. This is the swan song for the Great Taste Club. And Tuandes misses on the drive. Fast break aborted by a traveling error.
Caused by Bernard Fabiosa. He played good defense, and Elmer Reyes traveled. Reyes is checking out of the ball game now for Abed Gidabin. He wants to pick up some more stats, I'm sure. Parks here in the ball game has 15 out of 20 for a very high 75% shooting clip from the floor. Kennedy also pretty good, 52%, 14 out of 27.
Arnie Tuandes against Bobby Parks. The semi-hook is good. 112 to 99. Supreme versatility displayed by Arnie Tuandes there. One of the few times I've seen him try a hook shot.
Well, you usually try that kind of a shot, Joe, when you're going up against a taller fellow. That's
right.
Exactly what Arnie did at the 2 points.
Well, a very basic rule of basketball is that you go to a hook shot when you have a guy who can block your shot from any angle, because a hook shot is practically impossible to defend against. 112. Oh, frontal assault to the basket. This time it didn't work. Arnie Tuandes. Here's a counter fast break being fashioned out by San Miguel Beer. Pumarin.
Off the glass. They're ready. They're ready for the championship, Joe.
And the whole city of Manila is invited to the birthday party of Waki Trillo. Now, those who cannot make it can go to their favorite restaurant and simply charge it to Waki Trillo.
Hey, I'm getting lost, Joe. Oh, happy birthday greetings to June Ramos, November 28th, and to my PR manager, Ana Blardoni, on the 30th of this month.
Ana is celebrating her birthday on the 30th.
Nice dunk by Kennedy. I told you, Joe, lots of good people born in November, you know.
Except for one. Okay. 2:26 to go in the ball game. We're nearing the end of the agony for Great Taste. But we still have a timeout. 2 minutes and 17 to go. 11-point lead for San Miguel Beer. Ricky Cui dances inside, drops it off to Abid Gidabin. Well, Abid didn't exactly anticipate that pass. Cui is getting a second crack at it. Okay, credit have that basket to the brilliant assist by Dignatisi.
Last 2 minutes. Last 2 minutes.
116 to 103. Bakers doesn't lead for San Miguel Beer. Franz Pumarin made an attempt towards the basket. Turned out to be a beautiful assist for Abid Gidabin. 118 to 103. You know, this San Miguel bunch is a merciless gang of brutes.
Yes, that's a killer's instinct in them, and I'm sure Coach Norman Black wants that going into the finals. Another 3-point shot by Cui, short though.
They don't even want to give Great Taste the going away present. Carpio. Okay. Oh, he was given a wide berth. Well, the San Miguel Beer people are asking, all right, we already gave them an opportunity. They still blew it.
Right.
Here I come, says Gidabin.
With a stop shot.
120 to 103. Oh, they'll need a lot of that against whatever team they will meet in the championship playoffs. 3-point shot, Kennedy. Oh, he's going to flash that toothy smile again.
There he goes. He's so cute, huh, Joe?
Oh, yes.
You know, Dignadis actually carried Cui up, and the referees let that go.
That's a Harlem Globetrotter routine.
Uh-huh.
122 to 103. They're just having fun right now. Okay, Kennedy wants to take it from the 3-point region. And there's that toothy smile again. He keeps flashing that toothy smile. He's going to swallow those teeth before the evening is over. Okay, here's Kennedy eluding Franz Pumarin very deftly. Another 3-point attempt. Still can't get it. Not your day, Chew.
Double toothy smile now from him.
Abid Gidabin.
Oops.
He's waiting for Bernie Mabiosa to foul him. But Bernie just won't oblige. With 19 seconds to go, we've got a timeout. But this is only the lull before the storm, Mr. Trillo, because you can expect some real fireworks come the main event tonight, which we'll see Shell Azacord in a death struggle with the Hills Brothers Coffee Kings.
Very interesting match.
Carpio will inbound, and Great Taste will probably have the opportunity to take the last shot there. 3-point there by Alan Kaidig. Something went sour along the way for Alan Kaidig. He used to be the hottest 3-point shooter in town. Now he's the coldest dog, and he'll have all of 4 months, that is before the next season starts, to get it right back. 13 seconds remaining.
I'm sure he'll get that back. It's just that when he suffered that bout with the flu, he probably lost his touch somewhat, and he's trying, but he'll get it back.
Well, whatever happens to the fortunes of San Miguel Beer in their championship quest, one thing is certain, Abid Gidabin has already got the MVP in the bag. With only 13 seconds to go, Bongo calls a timeout.
2 in a row for Great Taste Coffee. Well, he wants to try out some place. Like you say, he wants to get the last. Hey,
Okay,
smart,
there
huh?
it is.
Smart, huh?
You hit the jackpot, Mr. Trillo.
Well, I've been talking to some intelligent people, you know, so.
When you mentioned intelligent people, you were not exactly looking in my direction, and I resent that too.
No way, John, no way.
Here's Arnie Tuadles. Okay. Now, if San Miguel can only be prevented from scoring a basket here, at least Great Taste will go out with a small consolation. We won't give it to them. What a merciless guy.
Whoops, and shoo.
What a heartless fellow.
Ban him.
129 to 105 is the final count. We'll have our MVP of the game right after this.